What is leptin resistance? Leptin is a hormone that is released by fat cell. Whenever the fat cell is full, it releases the hormone called leptin. Leptin is the messenger that goes up to the brain and tells the brain the fat cell is full, stop eating. That means it suppresses the appetite. When you develop insulin resistance, the high levels of insulin block the leptin from telling the brain that the fat is full. So if the insulin is not letting the leptin go to the brain and tell the brain that, hey, the fat cell is full, stop eating. So what is the brain going to perceive? That the fat cell is not full. So what is the brain going to do? Continue to send impulses to keep eating. So what happens to your appetite? It keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. If I were to go back and look at it, the way what I think has happened is, one, we have started introducing more sugar into our diet since 1970. That has started the leptin resistance revolution. Second is we have literally changed the bacteria in our gut. Remember, we are made of 110 trillion cells. That means I am made of 10 trillion cells, which is the body, and I have 100 trillion bacteria in me and on me. Majority of them are in me, in my gut. When you change the gut bacteria, you start gaining weight. What they found was they took two sets of rats. They gave one set of rat a particular bacteria, another set of rat another bacteria. The bacteria which was in the thin rat, no matter what they ate, never made them fat. The bacteria in the fat rat, whatever they ate, the same amount of food the thin rat was eating actually made them fatter. When they took this bacteria introduced into the thin rat, what happened? The thin rat became fat. When they took the bacteria from the thin rat and put it in the fat rat became thin. That means most of your metabolism is sort of dictated and controlled by the bacteria in the gut, because there are certain bacteria, when given a food, are going to break it down completely and make you absorb every ounce of calorie in it, and then that gets converted to fat. So even if you eat even small portion of food, if everything is converted to fat, you're not going to lose weight. That depends on your gut bacteria. So it all comes back to A, taking the wrong food in the form of sugar, to changing the bacteria in the gut that now facilitate acceleration of weight gain. Once you develop leptin resistance, that means the body now sets, let's say you are 180 pounds, you become leptin resistant, it takes you to 250 pounds. You don't change, then you continue to gain weight, it takes you to 300 pounds. So let's say the leptin resistance has designated your body weight to be around 350 pounds. So no matter what you do, it is always going to bring you back to 350 pounds. So if you start cutting your portion sizes, it's going to decrease your metabolism further, it's going to slow down your weight loss. So whatever you do, unless you make the brain sensitive to leptin, it is not going to let you lose weight. So how do I reverse leptin resistance? So the first question you have to ask is, how did I get here? You got here because of A, changing your gut bacteria, B, taking something that has sugar. So what did sugar do to me? It made my liver fatty. So what is the first thing I need to do? Work on reversing my fatty liver. What's the second thing I need to do? Reverse my insulin resistance. And what's the third thing? Leptin resistance will disappear. So how do I approach that? One, change what you're eating. That means whatever you eat should not have sugar and starch. Two, start taking the probiotics. And three, fasting. What I found was when you fast for 48 hours, you drop your leptin level by 50%. If you fast for 72 hours, you drop your leptin resistance by almost 70%. That means your markers for inflammation and leptin levels drop almost by 70%. So if you incorporate fasting and eliminating any food that can trigger fatty liver, what are you doing? A, you're sucking the fat out of the liver. B, you're dropping your insulin levels. C, you're reversing insulin resistance. D, once the body becomes sensitive to insulin, then your leptin levels also start dropping. Once the leptin levels start dropping, then the body realizes that, hey, I don't need to be at a weight of 350, it starts to come back. But again, once you drop down to 250 and start eating again, you're going to restart the whole process. So you have to be very careful. I hope you understood the power of leptin, you understood the power of sugars and how sugar have an impact on leptin resistance. Please ask questions, learn more about it, because if you master what causes leptin and if you understand how to reverse leptin, you will be free. It is very, very easy. Don't waste your time on exercise and medications because they are not going to work if you don't reverse leptin resistance.